Okay, 21, this is a tricky problem. It says a function f of x equals a sine of bx plus h has the following properties: a period of 6, a minimum value of 2, f of 2.5 equals 5, and we know a, b, and h are all positive constants. So I have a lot of drag and drop options here. But what I want to do first is let's talk about the period. So what you want to, one formula that you probably should be familiar with is for period. To get that b value, you're going to do 2 pi. One rotation around is 2 pi. So 2 pi divided by your period. So if you know your period is 6, then that b value is going to be 2 pi over 6. 2 out of 6 is 1/3. So it's going to be pi over 3. So I can get that part. But let me introduce you to my slider. You can graph this, okay? You click on the wrench, make sure you're in radians. Always graph these ones in radians, not degrees. And we're going to actually type in the function f of x equals a sin parentheses bx plus h. What we're going to do is we're going to add sliders for all of those. Well, one thing I do know already is b should be pi over 3. So I'm going to go right over here where it says, well, I'm going to actually type pi over 3. That's going to be inputted. I know that much, okay? So b is pi divided by 3, which is about 1.047. But the rest of it, or you could go in here and just type pi over 3 if you want. We know that much. So let me get rid of that. So the rest of it, we have to figure out, well, it says a minimum of 2, and f of 2.5 is 5. So you have to think about, well, what does it mean to have a minimum? A minimum is going to be your midline minus your amplitude. So it's basically this number minus that number, right? So I got to know the difference has to be 2. I know h minus a equals 2. So this can't be 2, right? Because if I subtract anything here, if I subtract 2, I get 0. Here I get negatives. Could it be 4 and 2? Well, 4 minus 2 is 2. So that's a possibility. Could it be 6 and 4? Sure. Could it be 8 and 5? Well, no. So really, it's either 4 or 2, 2 and 4, or 4 and 8. So let's start with 2 and 4. All right, we're going to drag this up to 2. We're going to drag this up to 4. Now, if you do that, you'll see, all right, your maximum is at 6, but your minimum is at 2. So that's good, right? But now we have to think, well, f of 2.5 is 5. So if I plug in 2.5, if I drag through here and I try to find 2.5, it looks like my output is 5. And you can verify that by doing f of 2.5. It does give me 5, right? Now if I drag that to 4 and 6, I still get a minimum of 2, but f of 2.5 is actually 8 when I do that. So if I go over to 2.5, see if I can find that, you get an output of 8 because it's higher up. So it's going to have to be 2 and 4. So my final answer will be 2 sine pi over 3x plus 4.